Oh yes. Someone else
With red hot sexy
has
lips.
brought red hot sexy lips.
Salt's Third Wheel Dates might be the most hands-on dating show you've ever seen, because not only do we do the matching, we rock up on the date too. And I, Lauren Windle, will be playing gooseberry and helping people find love. If everyone gets on well, they can go off on an IRL date in real life. But if not, they can select URL, and we'll put a link at the bottom of the show so that viewers can apply to date them.
For fun, I like to play golf, cooking, and playing games.
I like to explore the world, so definitely travel, spend time with friends and family, eat. I really like to eat, so trying new restaurants in whatever city I'm in.
Pete's 48 and he's from Hailsham. He works as a church production manager, but that title is nowhere near fancy enough for the epic jobs he's done. This is Temi. She's 36, from London, and heads up comms for a museum. What a flipping cool job.
I think what makes me a great partner is that I'm fun, easygoing, I'm a good listener, and my red hot sexy lips.
I would say that cheerleader, team player, and a good listener.
I think for me, the most important character traits in a partner is that they love God, but that they're easygoing and funny.
Without a doubt, I'd say kindness. I think I can be a bit hard on myself, so someone that can help me be more kind to myself, but just generally kind to everybody around them.
My ultimate red flag is veganism, because I love steak.
Dishonesty. I think that if someone can't be honest with me, it would get in the way of there being trust, and I don't think you can build anything without trust and good communication.
So my celebrity crush would be Cindy Crawford taking me to Canada to go skiing.
Ryan Reynolds. Love him, he's beautiful. He would probably be somewhere exotic and romantic like Rome, and we would spend our time eating as much as we can, drinking good wine.
I am pumped for this one. What we've got is a guy who I think will easily be the easiest person to date that we've had on the show. He's fun, he's funny, he's got great chat. You want to spend like hours at the pub with him on a Saturday. And then we've got her, and she is chic, and she is beautiful, and she is well-travelled and fun and funny and all of those things. And it's like, these two people are such massive catches. It's just whether they're going to want to catch each other. Because I think that there is a difference in lifestyles, a difference in life experiences. But sometimes bringing two people together who are different, there's magic in that. So, we'll see.
Hey.
Hi there.
Pete and Temi. Pemi.
No.
No? Already?
No.
Okay. What about...
I was going to say that definitely doesn't work.
I tell you what, right? Every time I go on a date, there's certain things that I really hope come up in conversation, because I think it makes me sound really good, right? And sometimes I tee it up so that it comes up. So for example, I lived in France and I can speak some French. And the whole time I'm like, oh, I really hope there's a way. What's your cool thing that you're like, I hope this comes up?
I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, go on.
I don't have one.
Pemi start.
The thing is...
Let's hope it catches on. No.
Yeah, I was going to think something along the lines so that born in Nigeria, half English, went to university in the States, lived in Rome.
International. That's that's a good one.
Love Rome.
That's really cool.
It was amazing.
It is amazing.
I recommend it.
Do you speak any Italian then?
Un poco.
Do you speak any Italian?
What did that mean? A little bit.
I'm going to guess no then, you don't think.
I think if I was you, what I would want to come up, right? If I was boasting and I was you...
Oh, and you were me?
Yeah, it's quite an illustrious career of producing and all of the sort of camera stuff and music videos and music, is that right?
Not music videos,
music.
Making records.
Making records and stuff like that.
Would you have done something I have seen? He's like, yeah, loads.
Toot your horn.
Well, it depends. Yeah, I've made a lot of records in Christian circles. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Made lots of records.
Oh my gosh! Okay, exclusive. Who's the best and the worst Christian artist?
Oh, I
to
wouldn't
work?
talk that way. I never do that.
Is it?
How do you say worst?
Is it delirious?
Oh, Martin's great. No, I'm friends with Martin. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, great.
No,
joking, he seems lovely.
No, he's a lovely guy. He's like
He
a
does
brother.
seem lovely.
Yeah, he's a really lovely guy.
What do you do?
I'm working for a museum that's being established. And so it is going to be a place where there will be exhibitions, research facilities, storage, all of that. It's not built yet. So we're in the process of doing all of that fun stuff. I currently work in comms, so trying to get the word out there about it and let it be positive news.
In charge of the comms.
I mean, it's a small team, but yes. So great.
Peter's got a Hitler story, and I was like, you cannot tell a Hitler story. And he was like, no, it's funny. And I was like, you cannot tell a Hitler story.
No, it depends on the story.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
It does. Okay.
Okay, and then you can mark out of 10 how inappropriate. You decide if it makes it into the edit. You decide if it's okay.
As a rule of thumb, I do try and stay away from Hitler stories.
Worked for quite a few years with the Jewish community, and I did like weddings and bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, things like this. And so there's this one weekend that we were doing a bar mitzvah at Madame Tussauds. So we had about 2 hours to get everything loaded in, because once they shut the doors, then we can start getting everything in. 2 hours to get it in, set up, and then start the event. And so we got in, and it was really busy, really rushed, setting all the equipment up, got it ready. And it's like literally time to open the doors. And the guy in charge of it shouts, "Is everyone ready? Everyone stand on station." And everyone's going, yes, ready, ready, ready. And then suddenly one of the few non-Jewish people that was there was me. And suddenly I looked up and I went, wait, has anyone got a problem with that? And I pointed to this obviously life-size waxwork of Adolf Hitler standing right in the middle of the room. And someone, the Jewish guy in charge of it, looked over and went, "Ah, yes, someone get rid of that." And next thing I know, there's like this waiter picking up Hitler under his arm, sort of walking out of the room with him. And I just thought that it was quite humorous. I mean, I was really giggling.
If that doesn't make it to be the initial clip before the credits, next thing I know, a waiter's got Hitler under his arm. Then actually, what are we doing here?
I mean, I don't think it was inappropriate.
No.
The actual story wasn't inappropriate.
No. Well, if you're in there privately, you get to touch them, right? Because why else would you?
You're not supposed to touch the waxworks.
At all.
Why would you be able to just because it's after hours?
To be fair, I did kiss the Queen. Like that.
Did you?
Of all the waxworks, it was a queen you kissed?
Wait, show me. Where did you kiss her?
This definitely won't be the cut.
Did you kiss her here? Did you kiss her here on the head?
There are some beautiful women in that place.
Yeah, but how many times do you get to kiss the Queen?
Wait, but were you just? Where did you kiss her? On the tip of the nose? You didn't do a snog.
Kind of interesting.
On the cheek.
It was the Queen, for goodness sake.
Cheek.
I kissed her on the cheek.
Okay, a cheek kiss I think is probably all right.
One does not look amused.
One of the most attractive things about Pete, self-confessed, is, what was it that you were talking about that you think is a real gift to any partner that you've got?
Oh, that I've got?
Yeah.
My red hot sexy lips.
Red hot sexy lips!
Red hot sexy lips.
Wow, was that your answer? Is that what you gave?
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel being Christians, we should be honest. So, yeah.
I would have thought because we're Christians, like, that's not an answer that you would give. Like, I feel like everybody gives very PG and,
yeah.
answers
When
that you
you're
would
sporting
say.
red hot sexy lips like that.
Yeah, when you've got red hot lips like this, you just got to advertise them.
I like that.
And after we chatted about your red hot sexy lips,
Yeah.
I then went and met Temi and I was like, oh yes, someone else
With red hot sexy
has
lips.
brought red hot sexy lips. You have roared at a celebrity, right? And that sounds weird.
You've what?
Roared. Like,
Like a lion.
yeah.
Wow,
But
this is
actually,
just
the
really
celebrity that you roared at, I feel like is kind of Temi's doppelganger.
Oh, interesting.
Do you agree? What celebrity do you think you might look a bit like?
I have no idea. I mean, Tandy Newton.
What the heck?
It was her.
This has, yeah, exactly. So I thought we could reenact the moment. One day, Pete was just unloading his van and he picked up the heaviest, biggest box with all of his masculine muscles. Yeah. Oh, and then he turned around just as Tandy Newton was walking past the entrance of the Dorchester and he went... And she didn't look alarmed, she just gave him a massive smile and kept walking. And scene. Was it like reliving it?
Yeah, apart from she said, "Oh, you're the guy with red hot sexy lips." Other than that,
Sorry,
that
I
was
forgot
very
to
clever.
feed you your line.
It was the narrator. She failed.
No, I did. I failed.
This show is sponsored by Christians Who Curse Sometimes, where we love Jesus but also mess up and curse a little. Christians Who Curse Sometimes provides daily discussion topics, articles and resources to grow your faith and grow community by taking the online offline.
Have you brought a little snack for us?
I have brought a little snack.
Let's have it. Let's have a look.
It just so happens I have brought some caramel shortcake.
Very nice.
Love that from
all
you.
that red.
And what have we got over here?
So I feel like I missed the brief slightly, or I brought something. I thought I was going to bring something from home.
Ooh.
So I brought
something
plantain
that means
chips.
something to you. Maybe this is really special to him.
No, I was talking about mine. I imagine he just likes. I mean, is there a story to yours?
Yeah, in Newcastle, we invented caramel shortbread, and it's from my hometown.
They call it the Biker Grove
This
biscuit.
is Asda. The hometown of Asda. Do you know what? Actually, this is really cool because, believe it or not, I've never had plantain. And
Ever?
I know, and I'd like to try.
Oh my goodness!
So this is super cool.
I'm gonna set a disclaimer. These are not the best ones,
Okay.
but my mom bought them for me when she was last here, so they're what I had. They'll give you a sense of what plantain chips are like.
I have literally no idea. Obviously, they look like bananas, but
They
I'm
do.
assuming they don't taste.
No, they're much better. So much better.
Cool.
There we go. So yeah, help yourself.
Yeah. And please go for it.
Thanks.
So what Temmie really wanted to know from you, Pete, what Pemmie is.
Pemmie really should catch on.
When was the last time that you really laughed or really cried?
Actually, the last time I really laughed was with my daughter. I was taking her to college and we were listening to a George Ezra song.
Sure.
And I just happened to say, I said, isn't it strange about that George Ezra? Because when you look at him, you don't think a guy that looks like that is going to have a voice that sounds like that when he sings. He just looks like this skinny, like ginger-haired white dude. But when he opens his mouth and sings, he's got this beautiful, deep, soulful, like a black voice. And my daughter went, yeah. She went, isn't it strange? I bet you somewhere in the world there's this real cool-looking black guy who looks so soulful and amazing, but when he opens his mouth, he goes, hello there, how you doing?
And Pete wanted to know from you, Temmie, what is the most daring thing you've ever done?
I was hoping it would be this one because, like I said, I'm so boring. I was gonna say this, like doing this show is probably up there for me.
That is daring.
Thank you. And then I was gonna say like also moving to Rome. I think that was pretty out there.
Also
Like
daring.
didn't know the language, didn't know anybody there, but decided I wanted to study abroad for a semester, so I did, and I loved it.
And you both wanted to know from each other what God is currently trying to teach you.
He's teaching me the same thing as always, how to trust him in every situation.
Yeah.
Are you learning?
No, I think I consider myself to be a very slow learner.
Yeah.
But what I would say is when I get something, I get it. It just sometimes feels like it takes a long
Longer
time.
than it needs to, right?
Especially when it comes to God teaching me how to trust.
I feel like that's probably everybody, to be honest. And I think that there's an element of that with mine. I think to be a bit more specific for mine, I'd say right now it's definitely learning to be a bit more vulnerable, which is kind of why I was like, you know what, I'll do this. This is a great way to do it, to practice that muscle. But I think that I listened to a talk by Brene Brown recently, and she was saying that people who live life wholeheartedly, one of the key things about that is people who know how to be vulnerable. And I think that I have let myself hold myself back a lot. And it's in line with the trusting God thing. Like, I don't think I've been vulnerable enough to let God in as much as I should. So it's working on that.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. Work in progress.
All right, let's chat to them one-on-one to see how they think it's going.
It's just you and me now.
Okay.
Tell me, are you enjoying your date?
Yes, it's been fun.
Okay, it's not over. It's not been.
Oh,
It's fun.
it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Pete?
I think he's a really nice person. He's funny.
And what's the vibe?
I don't know. If I'm being completely transparent, I would not normally have probably gone on a date with him. But it's good because I'm trying to be a lot more open-minded, so it's definitely helped with that. Would I say that I would go on another one? I don't know.
Okay. Are you enjoying your date?
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a... I was expecting a bit more behind you, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, this is an unusual experience. I mean, this is the first date I've
really
ever...
weird. 3 cameras, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, everyone says that. Go on. I'm joking. You're used to cameras. You usually put them everywhere.
Not used to being on a date and having someone put a camera in my face the whole time.
In your face.
I'm not used to being on a date and having a third wheel there, like giving it all this, like. Are you
pleased you came? Would you do it again?
Yeah, no, I would. I think I've not done a blind date since I was a lot younger.
Okay.
So it is fun to do a blind date. Yeah. It's something I would do again. Yeah.
What do you think of Temi?
I think she's really nice. I think she's funny. I think
she's so funny.
Yeah, she is funny, and she's got a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's good. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, besides the red hot, sexy lips,
that's a given.
Yeah, clearly. I think you have an amazing sense of humor.
Okay.
I think that you would be someone that'd be a lot of fun to have around, but you can tell that there's also like lots of depth there as well. So I think that's what I'd say.
That's very well observed. Yes, the deeper side of me.
Is there not?
Yes.
Don't bat away compliments with jokes.
No,
that's what I do when I get told off.
I know, I do it too.
There is the
Okay, well, prepare your joke because he's about to say something nice to you.
Well, I think you also have a very good sense of humour.
Thanks.
And I think you seem quite adventurous as well. I think it's pretty cool what you're doing with the library stuff, and living in Rome. That's cool. I've never lived in another country. I think that's pretty adventurous in itself.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
Okay, 2 great people today. Both hilarious, both great chat. I actually wasn't needed, even though I inserted myself anyway. But it's not going to be a match, so I think you're going to want to have a really good starting line if you're going to ask one of these guys out.
This is the part where our couple choose between IRL or URL. If they both pick IRL, in real life, we'll send them off on a date without the cameras so they can get to know each other a little better. But if one or both of them go for URL, it's not been a match. And we'll put a link, or URL, in the notes below so that you can get in touch with them directly to ask them out yourself.
It was lovely meeting you. You're really funny, but I think I had more of a friend vibe.
Oh, thank you. No, I thought it was really nice meeting you, and it was the same for me, yeah. It was more of a friendship thing. But you're very good company, and it was fun to do.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, guys, we didn't have a match. We've got 2 best friends, though, who are going to meet up all the time and hang out with each other, just constantly. Besties. So can't wait for all of those Instagram updates from these 2. But if you want to take them on a date, then you can drop them a message, make it good with the link below.
Okay, so if you would like to experience these red hot sexy lips, you can tap on that URL below. And if you really want some extra verification, just check out the Queen's memoirs. You can buy that at WH Smith's. She talks about that as well, my red hot sexy lips. But yeah, it'd be great to hear from you. I'm looking to date. Young, single, ready to mingle.
If you want to date Temi and you can help her develop some fun stories for next time, she needs to come on the show and someone asks her, have you got a fun story?
To come on the show again, right?
Yeah, if you ask her out, she won't need to. But also, if you appreciate women who are so humble that they refuse to do promos for themselves and make the host do it for them, then drop her a message on the URL below. If you want to join me on Salt's Third Wheel Dates, you can apply using the link below. I might point out your celebrity doppelganger, but it's all fun and games, and even if it's not a romantic match, it doesn't matter because we'll give viewers at home the opportunity to ask you out, and you never know who could be watching.